Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to another DreamWorks movie review thing. Yes, I am back to do another DreamWorks review. I know I kind of said that kind of funny, but, yeah, I've been kind of very busy lately and all that, but I, wanted to get another review for you guys out of the way. Now, this will be the last one I'll be doing for a little while because, my dad's girlfriend's moving in and all that, and, things are very crazy. And I told you guys I'm gonna do some reactions, so I technically haven't done any more reactions to any of them yet. This is actually the last one I did. I don't remember if I did a reaction to the first movie or not, I don't know. But like I said before, I won't be uploading them probably on YouTube. I don't know when I'll be uploading them and all. That'll be down the road. Yeah, I'll be doing that. Also, I want to clarify that I do not have a sound effect for this video because my TV is messing up. Like it's doing that weird saying it's not having enough storage, on the TV again. With the little thing on the screen and all that, with the little was it HDMI cable? Yeah, it has that on there again. And then also my other phone is in the basement. It's actually it's not dead, but I'm actually recording the dryer and all that. Call me weird, but I'm actually doing that because my dad's talking about like then bringing up their dryer and all that, for his girlfriends and all that. So those might go away, and hers is one of those top and bottom ones. And I just remember in school having one of those, and it like hurt my ears. So I figured I kind of want to have the other ones. That way maybe I can have a similar brand, So I'm kind of recording the sound so I, know what the sound makes. I know it's very weird, but it does hurt my ears and all that, so that's kind of why I'm doing that. Because I spend most of my time in the basement. I mean, I do hang out upstairs too, but I spend a lot of my time in the basement, so I have to be stuck listening to that. Yeah, things are very crazy and all that. I'm kind of not really happy about how some of the things are going. Like, that's where my dad is like, very, pushy and all that. Me and him kind of got at it last night. I'm actually going to my mom's house here in a little bit. That's why I'm doing this video right now, because I'm going to be going to her house. Because I'm actually on a new medication and all that, and, I just got off the other one. I had to take it off it slowly. So I'm on this new medication to see how it'll do, but yeah, I had to me and him kind of got at it last night because he's kind of getting all snippy with me. He's like, I'm not getting snippy with you, and I'm like, you kind of are and all that, and I shouldn't have said anything, but I'm stressed out too, and I mean, it's like that, but he's like that all the time, like he gets mad at me, like I put the blame on him and all that, but he does the shit too and all that, and it's never really his fault. It feels like I had that happen with the food and all that. Like he got mad at me for wasting pizza, and I'm like, showing off like he's waste food and all that too, and all. It's like I shouldn't have done that, either. But I'm like, clearly there's been some problems. But yeah, it's annoying, but it's what it is right now. I can't really get on my own. I'm working on getting a job at Slackers, but, that whole behind the scenes and all thing I've talked about, it's kind of a mess. I made a whole video talking about that, so if you guys want to check out that, you guys can. I think it's in my channel updated news videos and all, so it's in one of my playlists, But now I got all that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and say before I start the review, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. You guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you guys want to keep up with stuff. You guys can follow me on there. Make sure you guys are still subscribed to my platform because there has been some problems with the subscriber count sometimes. It's not been as bad as it used to be, but it still glitches sometimes. You know, I wish that it were kind of like they'd have freaking actual humans working this crap, but they don't. And the people who work on a lot of these, not just YouTube, but in general, they clearly don't seem to care about the stuff, you know. So, yeah. But, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm gonna try to remember to show off something at the end of the video, because I actually forgot to show this off. So, you know, I keep forgetting to show it off. This is like the third or fourth time I forgot to show it off, so I'm trying to do this because it's kind of a cool thing, but, you know, I'm getting rid of it because it doesn't work right, you know, so I'll explain it when I show it off in a second. But anywho, let's go ahead and talk about this. So, in today's review, we have, yet another sequel. Yeah, a freaking another sequel, you know, to a movie. I swear, there's been, like, so many sequels. Now, I guess technically, Spirit, you know, it's technically not a sequel. It's just kind of its own thing, you know. You know, it was not a very good movie. I did not like it. I did a review on that too. I actually have not uploaded that one, you know, yet. On this one, I've just started uploading the Croods video, so it'll probably get uploaded later. I'm thinking about bringing this phone with me to my mom's this time, you know, because I might work on some, you know, my SpongeBob videos and all that. I don't know. I gotta figure out what's going on, because I need some, you know, some space to do my own thing too, but I don't know. You know, but that's the thing there, but yeah, it is definitely crazy that we are definitely at another sequel. And I will say this sequel is definitely good. I'll say, you know, like on the Croods, it's definitely good. Yeah, I actually did not mean to actually, you know, give it a score right off the bat. That just happened to, you know, happen there. I gotta figure out why it happens, because sometimes I'm clicking on the videos here, and sometimes it'll, like, I mean, I do it to keep it from, you know, shutting off on me, because if it shuts off on me, it'll stop the recording. But yeah, I'm giving it a score right here. Yeah, I definitely, well, I'll give it a score in a second. I kind of want to actually talk about my thoughts on this movie for you guys. But yeah, I did not mean to do that, but yeah, it's been doing that a lot lately on this phone. I think it's because I don't have a screen protector on it right now. I need to put one on it. I just haven't got around to doing it. Because I have one. I just haven't actually bought to put it on yet. I've been very busy with stuff, you know. And kind of forgot about that, but yeah, I'll probably keep it from, you know, sliding like that. But yeah, I do want to apologize. I would normally just redo the video, but I'm on a time crunch right now, so, because I'm actually going through some stuff, because I'm going to be getting some stuff and taking it, you know, upstairs and all that. Or not upstairs, I mean, to my mom's and all that, because I got some stuff I'm getting rid of and all that, you know, so yeah, I actually might show some of this stuff off as well, because some of this stuff I've been finding is also very weird, but it's just been sitting in the cabinet forever. But I'm not getting rid of everything that was in the cabinet, but I will show it off, because it is kind of bizarre, you know, what I found up there. Yeah. But I do want to say, yeah, this film right here is definitely good. The reason why I think this film, I mean, I don't know, did I give the first Boss Baby a good? I can't remember. The first Boss Baby, I will say, is underrated. A lot of people don't like it. I actually don't mind it. I thought it was pretty good. It was very straightforward, though. I will say it was a very straightforward movie. You know, there wasn't really, like, a lot to it. It was nice to see the imagination and all that, which was really cool. So we get to see the imagination and all that, which surprisingly is not in this movie. I mean, well, they have it a little bit, but they don't really, you know, focus on the imagination stuff too much in this movie compared to the first one, which I felt like that was a pretty cool part of the first movie, you know, seeing the, you know, the kid and all that, and, you know, having his, like, imagination and all that, you know. It was it was pretty nice and all that. That said, though, they do focus on it a little bit in this movie at the beginning and all that. But basically, the kid is all grown up. I actually forgot his name, but he like, because it's been a week or so since I watched the movie. Well, actually, I think it's been about 2 weeks now. I think no, actually, was it 1 week or 2 weeks? I don't know. It's not been super long ago, but it's definitely been a little while since I watched it. I will say though, yeah, basically in this movie, it's the kid here. He's actually grown up. He actually has his own kids now, and he's actually, trying to, bond with them and all that. Unfortunately, the one of the girls, he actually has two girls. He actually has two girls that are his kids. One of them is actually wanting to grow up, but she doesn't want to, like, which is funny. I think she's probably, they didn't really address her age, but she looks like she's at least 7 or 8 years old. She's very young. But she's, she's all, she wants to be this grown up and all, and her father, which is this kid here, as we see in this picture here, he's upset because, he feels like he's not connecting with her very well, which is pretty nice. Now they do focus on that a bit in the movie, but the main focus is on him and his brother, because his brother is now a businessman. He's a businessman and all that, and he grew up too, and he became a businessman. I gotta say, he's kind of a hunk, I'm not gonna lie. I really like his design, his adult version, it's really cool. But what happens is apparently they don't get along very well and all that, and they get turned back into babies and all that for temporarily and all that, because they're on a mission and all that, and because apparently the baby and all that is actually, because like I said, he has two daughters. Not the boss baby himself that grew up. The other kid, he has actually two daughters. The little one is the one that actually she's actually the one who apparently can talk and all that, and it's actually really funny and all that. It's I'm gonna say this movie is just like I told you guys, just like in the Croods video, I told you guys that we're in the era right now where DreamWorks is going out of their way, not only on the animation, but the actual humor to it. The humor is very wacky. It is wacky. It is, I mean, there's, wacky, Madagascar, and there's this, it's basically got, it's actually got the Madagascar wackiness. Because you got the funniness, like Shrek, for example, it's funny and all that, and goofy, but, Shrek having some, funny lines and all that, the whole, Shrek the third thing where he says, I had a bowl of rocks on the way here and all that, when Merlin was offering them, and all that with those one-liners and all that, but it wasn't super wacky and funny. This movie is definitely way more energetic, and wackier than the, first movie, which is really crazy. It's really crazy and all, there is a lot of stuff going on in this movie. I will say the villain in this movie, I'm also not the, like the first movie, I think he's just alright. I don't really care for the villain too much, but he's not a bad villain either, but he's not really I feel like his plot and all that, it just kind of feels like he's just wanting to, he doesn't feel like he's loved and all that, and wants to, ruin and all that, and make babies take over the world and all that. We do, apparently he does get, at the end of the movie, he does get, to, get his dream and all that, but throughout the entire movie, he's not a bad villain, but he's like a very one-dimensional villain. He's not a villain you'll completely despise, but there's not really anything interesting about him like the first one. But that's pretty much probably the biggest complaint I think I have with this movie. For the most part, this movie is actually very good. And, they even got actors like Alec Baldwin coming back and all that, from the first movie and all that. Now, if they make a Boss Baby 3, I don't know if Alec Baldwin will be in it, because I told you guys about, what happened and all that, he accidentally killed somebody on stage and all that. To be fair though, like it was an accident. He didn't kill somebody on purpose and all that, but that created a bunch of drama, and all that. And then also, he's a like with political stuff and all that. He's a very he's one of those people that that is. There's the far. I don't want to go too much into detail with politics on the channel because I don't really care about politics too much. But he basically is very far left because you have the very far right and the very far left people. Like there's people who are Democrats and Republicans, but then there's people that are like very far left and very far right that like trash on people and all that. That's kind of what like he kind of did on and all that. I think he's kind of left the state. Left the state. He left the U.S. and all that. Or there was talk that he was going to. I don't know if he actually did. I don't know. There's like a lot of that going on. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he can leave the United States and I don't really care. But I'm just like, I don't want people trashing on people either because it just creates more drama with people and all that. But, I don't know. But there's definitely been a lot of drama with the actor. But he does, play his role in this movie too and all that. But yeah, there's definitely a lot I like about this movie and all that. I even like the part where we actually see the dad and all that, which was the little boy from the first movie. As a little boy, he like uses that opportunity to bond with his daughter and all that. I actually thought they were gonna do this thing where they were gonna, like, watching the movie, I thought they were gonna do this thing where they were gonna, like, make her, like, fall in love with him and all that as a kid and all that, and then, like, he'd have to confess and all that and say who he was and all that, but, because it looked like it was gonna do that, but they didn't do that. So, maybe they were gonna do it originally, maybe they had plans maybe to do that, but they were like, maybe that's too far, I don't know, but I don't know, it's just kind of crazy, I also like the ninja. I like the ninja, babies too. I like the ninja babies that come out and there's a whole chase sequence of them at the beginning of the movie. And what's really funny, last movie we had Spirit, the supposedly sequel. It clearly isn't a sequel and all that. It's just like a shitty, remake of the original movie. That was really good. Apparently, they had it in the theaters in this movie. That really caught me off guard. I was like, wait a minute, Spirit in the movie? They got freaking Spirit in the movie? This is actually the original movie, too. This was the original Spirit, too. This is the 2D one. So I was, like, surprised they actually did that, So at least they didn't completely forget about the original movie, I talked about in that review that I actually, haven't seen the show and all that, and I really haven't seen that movie that was all blind when I watched it. I mean, I knew there was criticism, but, I didn't really know much about it besides that. So, when I saw that, that was, when I saw that, and, in the, playing in the theaters and all that in the movie, that was really funny and a great reference to, a DreamWorks movie. But, yeah, I don't know, but I really do like all these, references they do and all that, and, like, these movies, and then I really do like the part where they, like I said, the whole chase sequence and all that's really fun with the ninja babies. Yeah, I got the ninja babies, sorry to my dogs outside, too, yeah. I didn't mention I'm doing this outside as well. I figured I'd sit out here with the dog. He's on his leash, though, so he doesn't chase off. I'm actually surprised there's like a ton of cars and all like driving up and down the road. I'm like, it's Saturday, like where is everybody going, Like, I get if it's 4th of July, but 4th of July ain't until next weekend, so I'm like, seeing all these people just driving up and down the road is very crazy. Like, it really is crazy, like I wouldn't think people would be driving, because around here, people usually go to work on the weekdays, but I don't know, that's just kind of weird. I mean, they're not even four-wheelers, because people drive four-wheelers up and down the road, too, but I haven't even seen really any of them. So yeah, that's just kind of weird to me. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. But that's what you guys are hearing, cars and all that. But yeah, I figured I'd do this outside like I did before. Just because it's nice out right now, and I kind of want to enjoy it before it gets hot. Later today. So. But yeah, I was gonna say too. Yeah, I don't know, but there's definitely a lot of great moments in this movie, and a lot of great sequences that are funny and all that. I also like how, I think, what was it, the timeout room? I don't know. Was it the timeout room they had and all that? There's like a little there's like a weird it's like a weird tropical looking place. Like the villain puts locks these people or these babies in this tropical place. It's kind of weird. I'm like, why the hell did he lock them away in those places? I don't know. It's like I don't think they really. I mean, I think they showcase it, but I don't think they really. I don't remember if they actually. I don't think they do this. They don't explain like exactly what it is. So like why people are traumatized. With it. I mean, to be fair, though, they aren't like on an island. They're actually in the sea, but I can see that's like a sunset and all that, in the background. So I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's a very weird thing. But like I said, there's a lot of weird stuff in this movie. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, this movie is actually very good. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a score because I'm about out of things to say about it right now. I'm gonna give it 120 points. Yeah, this movie is really good. Like, this movie is, very good. Like, I really like this movie. Like I told you guys, I think the first Boss Baby was underrated and all that, and it was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. This one is definitely really good and all that, and I probably would watch this one way more than the first one. The first one I'd watch again, like, this movie doesn't take away its experience, but this one's just a lot more funny and more enjoyable. I just like this one a lot more. To be fair, the first movie was actually, focusing on, the Boss Baby and all that, like, trying to introduce him, the character and all that, how he's kind of sus and all that. And then he has his brother and all that, and, that's the thing, though. So it's all kind of weird and all that. Also, I guess at the end of the movie, unlike the first movie, they actually get their memories back. Or they actually keep their memories. I believe they keep their memories. Which is kind of crazy. They keep their memories. The thing is, though, this movie is kind of confusing, though, with the boy when he grows up and all. Apparently there's some scenes where he fainted when he found out his daughter could talk. He fainted, which made me thought maybe he lost his memory, like the first movie. But then, then there's a sequence later down the road in the movie where, like, it talks about how they thought he was crazy and all that, and, what he was talking about. Because his parents came and all that, too. Which, by the way, they look like they aged pretty horribly, but I don't know, kind of weird. Yeah, it's just kind of weird and all. There's all this stuff, and all going on. But I will say too, I was watching the movie too. I don't know if this has actually happened or not, but it looked like the kid when the thing wore off. It's like he got older or something. I don't know, like he had wrinkles or not wrinkles. I mean like he had like a little bit of gray hair and all that, which is kind of weird. They don't really explain that in the movie. I don't know if he actually had it the entire time. He looked a bit older when it wore off, but the Alec Baldwin baby, the Boss Baby guy, he didn't look like that. So I don't know. But yeah, for the most part, though, yeah, the most part, yeah, this movie is definitely really good. I actually even like this song number. They don't really focus on the visuals much in this movie. Like I mentioned, they don't really have the imagination stuff as much. But they do have like that musical number and all that. They have that musical number and all that, so we get to see him and all that, which is kind of cool. But but which is really nice. But and we see his, like, I think his face is on a music note and all that. It was really cool. Like, it was a really nice musical number and all that. Even the girl who sang it, the actress, she does a really good job singing too. I really like that. I like seeing, he's a great dad and all, and actually helped her out. But that said, though, I don't think there's really anything else I have to say here. I don't actually have a comment question for this one. I couldn't think of one. So, yeah, but there's no comment question. It's probably better this way anyway, because like I said, I don't have access to the phone right now, and then the TV's not working, so I can't really show off the video stuff. But before I get going, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys, the thing down here, that I was talking about. And now we got a four-wheeler coming, too. So we got a four-wheeler now. Yeah, we got a four-wheeler coming. There hasn't been a four-wheeler, like, pretty much since I've been out here. I've been out here a lot today and all that, and I've seen a bunch of cars and trucks, but not four-wheelers, but that was one. I don't know where it went, though. But I don't know. But I wanted to show you guys this. I figured, I could show this off separate, but I was like, I want to just do it in the actual video for you guys. I actually was going to originally do it, like, separate, like, well, I was going to do it, like, because I kept forgetting to do it. I was just going to show it off, and then, show it off after I'm done. Because I thought about not showing, like, speaking and all that in there, but I figured I'd just do it like this, because it'd be easier, but yeah, this DVD does not, this Blu-ray does not work. I personally, though, like the cover on it more than the other one. I just like the characters on it. Even though the movie itself was very boring, like, it was definitely very, very, very boring at times. I don't remember what score I gave Turbo, but it was not the greatest movie ever. But yeah, this is like the Blu-ray and all that, But like I said, the disc is like, well, it's working, like, it'll run, but it randomly, like, it will not play sound. I have no idea why it won't play sound. It just doesn't. I tried looking it up and all that, so I decided just to buy it, because I actually had to buy it to do a review on it, So I bought the DVD of it, and I think Slackers now has actually the Blu-ray, which I was afraid it was gonna happen, There's like the disc there and all that. See the disc? There's like a disc there. Oh, it kicked me out. I swear. I don't know why it does that. But yeah, that's that there. Actually, it has the 20th Century Fox logo, as you guys saw there. Because I keep forgetting that the DreamWorks partnered up with 20th Century Fox, too. But yeah, it was pretty nice. It was a nice case, but I got another one. The characters weren't really memorable enough, because I was thinking about just putting the disc, because I was actually thinking about just putting the disc in here and just getting rid of the other case. I could probably still do, because I was thinking about that, because I'm like, well, the other one's not like, the other case, though, is like, it's not like, like, the other one's, like, more simple. But the problem is, though, I'm like, I don't know, I'd have to show that off, too. I'll probably just get rid of it. I can always buy another one. Like I said, they're at Slackers and all. I've seen that there. But I could just put a disc in there and all that, but that's pretty much, what I wanted to show off for you guys, because I kept forgetting to do that. But yeah, sadly, I'm gonna get rid of it. But yeah, I think I'll just get rid of it and just keep the other one. It's not that big of a deal. It's just like I said, the cover kind of looks more basic on it, but the characters were basic in that movie anyway, so I'm just like, I don't know. But that said, though, I'm gonna go ahead and let things go from here. I'll see you guys all later. Let me get out of here for you. Anywho, bye-bye.